What's up everyone, it's your boy Shaka here, coming to you with another episode of A Twisted Path to Renown. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit later into the start of your game. You're going to be getting past level 5 Renown, and there's going to be a couple of intricacies on what you want to do next with your inventory. This isn't necessarily to do with your in-raid experiences, it's more to do with the back end, setting up your inventory, recruiting the right people, and effectively improving your trader reputation for better success in the future. Alright, let's get into it. Now as you can see, the newer recruits are going to cost money, they don't have bags or weaponry, but that's okay because you found a bunch of 45s from my previous video strategy, as well as the bags are going to be important to buy from the trader, as we'll see in a couple of minutes here. So as you can see here, there are some blocks on certain recruits. This means that you cannot upgrade that specific trait or go past it. However, that being said, some of the blocks actually are just mitigating you from being able to get a super soldier sprinter. When you max out on traits, you only hit 20% anyways, so 20% is the max, and the block is actually just stopping you from going above that. You'll notice that certain recruits are actually going to have no block and have a pretty decent starting stat, so definitely check those guys out. I do like the minor recruit, boxers, marathoners, sprinters, farmers, my mountaineers, and my athletes. Those are all really good people to purchase right off the get. I'm personally always trying to get recruits that have better stamina, sprinting, as well as strength to carry more things, and maybe some endurance to run for further distances. But that's just me. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think. Maybe there's different attributes that you like to lean more towards. Now after recruitment, the most important component is definitely going to be trying to get better reputation levels with your traders. Money talks, and the more value items that you sell and buy from each trader, as well as certain quests, are going to give you better reputation with those said traders. And then with better reputation for those traders gives you more items that you can actually buy from said traders. And let me tell you guys, it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of good stuff that they're going to be willing to sell to you. If you don't even craft anything, this is definitely worth your time before you start collecting a lot of different stuff. I would suggest this is a really good strategy as a solo, and I'll give you some tips and tricks on how to do it and what type of benefits you'll get from each of the traders. So as we've spoken about before, you can only get certain things from specific traders. I definitely suggest always buying, even if you don't need the bags, the side bags, the holsters, because that's one of the best ways you're going to be able to upgrade the reputation for that trader. There's not many things that he will buy back from you, so it's always good to try to get as much money flowing between you and that specific trader to upgrade those specific reputations. And once you've gotten the bag trader past $35 worth of purchases, you can buy this compact backpack, among other sweet ditties. We'll talk about some of the other trader reputation pieces in a sec here, but I definitely want to talk about the crafting you can do, passive crafting you can do while you're not playing the game. Definitely try and invest in getting a bit of potato for food, some coal, because you're always going to need coal. And if you want to try and expand your vault, the thing at the very bottom of the inventory list there where you can expand your inventory size, you always want to get some more oak logs. That being said, if you do decide to go that route, there are a lot of resources that are going to be taking up a bit of space, so it's important to go into your containers and craft a wooden ore container. If you've got the chance, absolutely invest in that. It's going to do a lot for your inventory management to throw all of that in there, and as you use it, you can just keep refilling it with more resources as things come. So far I've already got 3 crafted, as well as a apparel trunk or 2, just so that I can throw some of my clothes in there for whenever I want to try to match my teammates' outfits so we don't TK each other. One of my favorite ways to upgrade certain traders, such as the weapons traders, is to buy certain weapons from the trader on the left and sell them to the trader on the right. You do lose a tiny bit of money with each transaction, but in terms of using up your money to buy and get certain things from a trader that gives them value towards your reputation, and then turning around and selling those said items to the other trader to give them money to give yourself better reputation, is money well spent in my opinion. Now some of the best traders to level up reputation are going to be the ones with the quests, as well as the general trader Edgar Mills. He will buy almost anything from you, especially the high value items. The trick is to sell those things to him when he has full money, so whenever you hit that restock button or you've bought a bunch of stuff from him and he's flush with cash, get all that money back by selling him the high value items that you find in raid. I find that the gun trader on the left is going to be important for buying certain ammo types. I generally stay away from the 39.9 and some of the shotgun rounds, but sometimes they've got a good 44, 45 that I just generally like to pick up in case I don't want to craft any and use those resources for those components. In terms of the second gun trader, whenever you level him up, he's going to give you far better 39.9, 44, 38, and even 45 rifle ammo, but he's definitely not going to sell as much to you. Oh, and also he does sell you TNT as well as hand bombs, but again, it's going to be in very short supply, so you're always going to have to wait for those restocks bucks to come through, and every time they do, try and buy up all the ammo that you do like and the stats that complement your playstyle. Anyways, but these traders are going to be a bit more money heavy. They're going to want a bit of an investment to get to those trader reputation levels of number 3, which is over $100 spent or sold to those specific traders. Now we'll go through each of the traders to try to give you a better idea of what the reputation requirements are and what quests you need to do and how to do them. All right, let's get into it. So first up, we've got the medic trader, which is Edward Layton. He's going to want you to find 50 of these echinacea roots. Now you can either find that in the TP huts. It is definitely more dangerous than finding it in the wild, and I'll show you how to find it in the wild. But feel free, if you want the challenge, go to those TP huts, fight the natives, and get the echinacea from those guys. If you can't find it in the wild, that is definitely an alternative. However, sometimes the echinacea isn't spawning in the actual TPs, but you can find it on the natives themselves if you decided to attack those areas. Also, just so you guys know, the AI can shoot through the TPs as well as these wooden palisades, so it's definitely not good cover. Okay, so on to echinacea in the wild. I usually find it in the center area right below the destroyed bridge. I think that that's definitely going to be a really good spot for it. There are other areas, but generally the center lower half of the map is going to be your go-to for finding it, and especially right by the destroyed bridge here. I always seem to find it pretty close to the trail just leading south, and it's just one of these little things that you're going to have to just keep your eye out for. They're pink flowers, and if you can find one patch, you're absolutely going to find more. You're definitely going to be able to find a cluster of them, and once you've found at least 1 or 2 clusters, you're probably going to get that 50 echinacea. See, just in that one cluster, I already found 41, and once you get to that second cluster, you're easily going to make that 50 quota for the medic, and just make your way out to extract and submit it to him. If you can only find a certain bit at a time, you can piecemeal bring it to the medic, so definitely do that if you can't find all the echinacea in one go. Now once you have the echinacea, go back to your trader, drag it into this box and give it to him, and then automatically you will get far better heals. It's going to give you echinacea salve, which is about 35 hit points per heal. Very, very good investment in your time to improve that trader reputation. Now the second piece of the progression for this trader is going to be to get a pestle and mortar, as well as getting level 10 renown. These are going to be important pieces. You can submit your pestle and mortar before you reach level 10, but it has to be 100%. If it's anything lower than 100%, the trader just gobbles it up and you don't get anything back in return. And to find the pestle and mortar, you're going to have to go behind locked doors. So check out Dixon, check out the Deadshot camp. Those are probably going to be the easiest places if you are a solo, but I wouldn't be opposed to trying Elay's farm or, you know, any of the other ones that do have a locked door, such as Annie's Village and Fort Barry. Anyways, it's dealer's choice, but definitely check those shelves out. That's where it's going to be spawned, on the shelves in those locked door rooms. All right, so as you can see, we've got the medic fully maxed out. Comparatively, the window below is the second stage of that trader reputation, and as you can see, there are differences in things that you can buy, including the flower, which I won't get into today, but it's basically something that you can craft bigger and better heals that are going to be more useful for storage capacity whenever you're running late game. All right, on to our dapper gentleman in the hat, Mr. James Harrow. He's going to be our general food guy. Now this one's going to be pretty straightforward. Just need $15 in trades and level 5 renown for the second of the 3. And once you have him fully maxed out at $30 in trades, you've got yourself a bunch of different bullet molding toolkits, as well as an expansion of different things and some drugs like laudanum, which is definitely going to help you with pain resistance. I haven't really seen too much use for them, but it's definitely something there to be used if you do decide. Check it out and let me know in the comments section below what you used laudanum for. For the first of the 2 gun traders, we're just going to be doing money as well as renown to get through that reputation. So like I said before, just buy his stuff and sell it to the next trader if you want to really get through that one quickly, which will in turn unlock a bunch of different types of weapons, gunpowders, and ammo types. That being said, his ammo types are a bit more mid-tier, so definitely keep that in mind. You can craft or find better ammo in raid. The reputation increases for the general trader are also the same. Money and levels are important for this one. I would generally say that this one's not high priority. He doesn't really give you too much other than leather sewing needles for things that I found useful, and with all the money items you're going to be bringing him, he's naturally just going to go up quite quickly. All right, so we're going to be getting to the next one here, the resource trader. He is one of the most useless traders. There's nothing you can buy from him. You have to give him resources that are very important early game. The only one that I would suggest giving him is iron ore. I found iron ore is going to be good for making steel, which is good for bow and arrows, and I don't really rate bow and arrows very high, so I would say just give him the iron ore if you want to take iron ore out of your raids. When you do unlock him, which I haven't done actually, you get things of ingot. So so things that are already smelted, but you can do that yourself pretty easily. I would say the amount of effort it's going to take to get his levels up don't require the amount of effort needed to get the things that he is going to be giving you in return. Now the second gun trader does have a quest that you need to complete. I believe in the second of the 2 reputation levels. You need to collect the arms manufacturing license, which is going to be found in Deadshot's cabin. It's pretty simple to find. It's just going to be a piece of paper on the corner of the table close right. Alright, so second to last trader here, we've got the gear trader who's going to be giving you a whole load of stuff whenever you unlock him. It's kind of slow going because his items are very cheap and he's not easy to give stuff to. There's not really anything that he's willing to buy from you. However, when you do unlock him, he does have a rotating stock of different things that he will give you, such as the compact backpack that I had showed earlier. Alright, and last but not least, we've got Clara Mitchell, the Lady Seamstress. Definitely the hottest of the traders. I wouldn't say she's got the most amount of appeal in terms of things you can buy. I do like the fact that she's got linen threads there, and then when you do upgrade her, she has got some armored clothing items, which is great. However, right now the armor is not necessarily a do or die thing, and it does add quite a bit of weight, but the one thing about her I really like is her quest. She has got the most fun quest item, but also the most technical and the one that takes the longest to accomplish. The quest requires you to fight 4 women that rove the northwestern part of the map, usually sticking to the roads in that area, and once you kill them, they drop a key. You get the key, you bring it to the widow's cabin in the south side, and you open that up and you find the book on the table. Already come over here and broken the window. I do suggest breaking windows to look inside to see what you can grab. This cabin itself doesn't have a table, but the one in like Dixon and stuff, the Dixon shed, you don't need to actually open it to get the goods inside. Now see, I would grab this if it was lead tin, but unfortunately it's lead, which is fine, but lead tin is really what you want to be looking for. I usually don't pick up any of this stuff because it's stuff you can buy. Magazine? It's just single shot. I will grab it anyways, just because I probably am going to extract. Genuine smokeless. Is that number 5? No. Yeah, see, these are the vault extension permits that you need to always kind of keep an eye on. Nice. We got number 5. We got a TNT. That's so good. And another one of these bad boys, which is huge. Let's put the cigar down here. And put that up there just in case we need it for some quick issues. Also, the bandage with tannin powder is great because you get to use 3 of them before it disappears. Another one is the sterilized one. And there's the book again, but since I already have 2, brass shell shot, amazing. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching. We're going to be tackling some of the bosses, some of the compounds soon enough, and obviously some more gunplay. I really enjoy those videos, and I've been seeing a lot of people asking me to do some more raw play-by-play, just general gameplay stuff. But if you do have any questions or you want any videos to be posted, please let me know what your ideas are, and I will get to them as soon as I can. Alright, ciao for now.